In this video, I'm going to teach you how to do dice grinds, which look like this. This is the basic version, and then you can hop the yo-yo between your hands as a more advanced variation. Now, in order to do this trick, you need to know how to throw, mount, and bind a yo-yo horizontally. So if you're not sure how to do that, you should definitely check out our horizontal basics tutorial video. Also, dice grind is a little bit more equipment dependent than other yo-yo tricks. So just make sure that you have a plastic counterweight like the ultraweight or like a Dunkin' Dice instead of something like a rubber ball counterweight. And when it comes to the yo-yo, pretty much any modern yo-yo with a cup will work. So to start the trick, we want to throw the yo-yo horizontally and then do a banana turnover and just let the yo-yo pinwheel underneath our non-throw hand. Then we can look at setting up the counterweight in our throw hand so that the yo-yo can land on it properly. To do that, what you want to do is put the string between your throw hand ring finger and middle finger so that the counterweight comes through your fingers just like this. And also, you want to take your throw hand and flex it down as much as you can, because when the yo-yo is spinning on top of the counterweight, you don't want your hand curled up, which is going to slow down the yo-yo. So after you get the counterweight positioned correctly in your throw hand, then while you're pinwheeling, you can simply take the yo-yo, lift it up, move your throw hand underneath the yo-yo, and then slightly drop your hand to cushion the fall of the yo-yo. Just like that. And you'll notice while the yo-yo is grinding on the dice, I'm actually holding the string with my non-throw hand. And what that does is help control the spin of the yo-yo just a little bit. So if I pull too hard, the yo-yo is going to start tilting. And if I don't pull at all, the string can actually wrap around the yo-yo, which is definitely something that you want to avoid. Now, once the yo-yo is spinning on the counterweight, you can let it spin there for as long as you're able to make it to. And to dismount from the trick, all that you have to do is just hop the yo-yo up, and then you can bring the yo-yo into an undermount and perform a bind. So that's a simple version of dice grind, and it's something that I recommend that you really practice and master before you move on to the advanced hand switching. Now, for the advanced hand switching version of dice grind, we actually need to set the counterweight up in our hand a little bit differently. So rather than having the string go between our ring finger and our middle finger on our throw hand, instead we want to pinch the counterweight between our thumb and the line of knuckles right here on your palm. You don't want the counterweight to be directly in your palm because that's actually the lowest part of your hand, which is going to make the yo-yo's rim touch your palm, and that's just no good. So you want to pinch the counterweight right up here, and then as the yo-yo is coming down, you want to move your thumb away just like this, and the yo-yo can fall onto the counterweight, and it's going to start spinning. Now, immediately what you're going to notice when you first try this is that the yo-yo starts moving around on your hand a lot, just like that. And that is pretty much always because your hand isn't perfectly flat. If your hand is tilted even a little bit, the counterweight is going to roll down your hand in that direction, and it's going to take the yo-yo with it. And that's just no good. So as you're practicing the advanced thumb grip technique, what you want to do is do a dice grind and then just focus on keeping the yo-yo as still as possible in your hand. And that's going to take a little bit of practice before you get it down right. After you've mastered that, you can move on to the hand switching. And this is something that's really cool because it doesn't only have to be in front of you. It can also be under your leg or even behind your back. Now, dice grind hand switching uses that same advanced thumb to palm counterweight holding technique that we just went over. So you definitely want to master keeping the yo-yo as still as you can with that advanced holding technique before you move on to hand switching. Otherwise, you might find that you get frustrated. And these two tricks work in pretty much exactly the same way, except for the fact that you can't hold the slack in your hand, so you just have to let it drop over the inside edge of whatever hand the yo-yo is grinding on. And once you've got that down, then you can start working on switching the yo-yo from one hand to the other. Now, when you first try this, what you might expect is that you have to hop the yo-yo up vertically to the other hand. But what you'll notice is that if you do that, the yo-yo and the counterweight actually separate in midair, making landing the yo-yo on the other hand pretty much impossible. So instead, what we need to do is rather than hopping the yo-yo from one hand to the other, we need to roll it from one hand to the other. And to do that, you want to hold the hand that is currently dice grinding the yo-yo a little bit above the other hand, and then you can just tilt your hand toward the center line, and the counterweight is going to roll down your hand and plop right onto that knuckle line on your other hand. If you want to go back in the opposite direction, it's just the same, just tilt it back toward the center line, and the yo-yo is going to be on the other hand. This technique can take a lot of practice, so it's something that you definitely just want to do drills over and over with. Now, there are two different ways that you can dismount from this trick, both of which involve grabbing the slack and then separating the yo-yo and the counterweight. And you can grab the slack either with the hand that the yo-yo is spinning on or with your free hand. So to dismount with your free hand, you want to grab the slack that is underneath the hand that the yo-yo is spinning on, pinch the string, and then pull the yo-yo and the counterweight off the hand, and they're going to separate, and then you can get the counterweight back into your throw hand and perform a bind. For grabbing the string with the hand that the yo-yo is spinning on, we can actually hop the yo-yo straight up vertically, and the yo-yo and the counterweight are going to separate, and then we can just grab the string because it's already on the inside edge, and then we can get the counterweight back to our throw hand and perform a bind. Now, dice grinds can be pretty challenging to master, but they're a really incredibly fun 5A trick. So start at the most basic dice grind and then practice all the techniques that I discussed in this video and work your way up to doing the coolest dice grind variation that you can come up with. And that was dice grinds. Now, as you're going through this video, you might find that dice grinds are pretty difficult, and they're really finicky and difficult to master, but they are the coolest 5A trick. So just go through this video and practice everything that I've outlined step by step, and you'll be well on your way to being a 5A world champion.